Hi, I'm Shannon, and welcome to Z's Keys to Sports Commentating. Today will be how to successfully PA announce a baseball game. Now there's 3 steps to this. You have the pregame, the actual game, and the postgame. And the first step of the pregame is to get your lineups. You gotta go down and ask the manager, hey, you got your lineups yet? And then they should, if they're nice, they'll give you the sheet and explain everything to you. But one thing you shouldn't get from the manager is the pronunciation of the names. That you need to go to each individual player, even if it's Smith, because I've seen Smythe there before, and that's very frustrating. You need to go to every individual player and ask them how they want their name said, because you'd be surprised how many managers don't know how their players want their names said. The second thing in the pregame is you're going to need to mark up your reads. You're going to get reads from whoever your employer is for the advertisements or plugging the next game or promotion during the game or something going on after the game or before the next game, all that sort of stuff. You're going to need to mark them up. So when you're reading through them on the fast, furious pace, you're in front of the mic, lots of pressure, you know where you're supposed to stop, where you're supposed to put emphasis, so it sounds very natural when what you're putting into the mic is going to sound as best as it can possibly be. After all this is done with the lineups and the reads for the entire game through the post game, you're going to want to stack everything in that good dandy chronological order so that you can just flip on through as the game's going on and you don't have to look for anything. Just maybe a folder where you can punch holes in it and put it in the folder and just flip through the entire game. That's what you're looking for. The second part of announcing a baseball game is the actual game. In my opinion, this starts with the lineups, which go on right before the game, and I'm going to tell you the style of all-time great Bob Shepard, who announced Yankees games for over 50 years. Now, remember, this is open to interpretation. You don't have to do it in this exact style, but whatever you choose to do, you want to keep it. Because just like the font in a newspaper is always the same, you want to keep your style the same so that everybody knows what to expect and you put out a consistent product. With the lineups, according to Bob Shepard, for the away team it'd sound like this. Batting first for the New York Mets, shortstop number 17, Steven Jackson. Position, number, name. For the home team, batting first for the New York Yankees, the shortstop number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2. Notice how the number appears at the end for the home team. After you get through the lineups, then you'll have the national anthem and get into the baseball game, the 9 innings. During the innings, you'll be announcing batters walking up to the batter's box. This is an intricate dance between you and the player. Now you'll start to announce the batter right as he makes that move towards the batter's box. The music should be operating independently from you. They should be following your lead. So once he makes his move towards the batter's box, you want to go ahead and get that name out of the way and get it out there. And in the first at bat of everybody on both teams, you want to say it exactly the same as you did in the lineups. Now after Derek Jeter or Steven Jackson's first at bat, it would sound something like this. This is completely open to interpretation. You can put the number before the name if you want to, but this is just my personal preference. Batting for the Mets, shortstop Steven Jackson. You could also say batting for the Mets, number 17, Steven Jackson. But you want to shorten it after their first plate appearance. Now between innings, you'll have your PA reads, which you should have nicely stacked and marked up in folder or maybe just stacked on your table, whatever you feel like doing. There's also some corkscrews thrown at you during a baseball game. These are the defensive replacements, the pinch runners, the pinch hitters, the relief pitchers. Now there's one simple rule when it comes to announcing these replacements. And you have to wait until the umpire waves them in. After the umpire waves them in, you announce the replacement. But if they, for some reason, do not remember to wave them in, you wait until the last second before you announce them. An example of how to announce a relief pitcher would go something like this. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Number 42. And that would be the Yankees as the home team. If it's the away team bringing in a new relief pitcher, it'd sound like this. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 37, Bob Williams. Now the other tricky one to announce would be a defensive replacement. And my choice is to do it like this. Now playing left field for the New York Yankees, number 18, Willie Mays. Number 18. For a pinch runner, you'd want to say who they are replacing on the base paths. So say Jorge Posada is getting replaced by Curtis Granderson. Now running for Jorge Posada at first base, number 14, Curtis Granderson. Number 14. For a pinch hitter, you'd want to say who they're pinch hitting for at the plate. So let's say Curtis Granderson is getting pinch hit for by Jorge Posada. Now batting for Curtis Granderson, number 54, Jorge Posada. Number 54. And with a neutral site game and all of these, you would never put a number on the end for either team because there's no home team. The third part of announcing a baseball game is the shortest and the easiest. It's the postgame. Right after the game ends, you'll have your postgame announcements. Everyone please drive home safely. Stuff like that. And then you'd like to thank everybody in the booth for helping you get your voice out there. Being thankful is very important as a PA announcer because you're the only person that really gets noticed out of the whole broadcast booth, and there's a lot of guys working hard up there, and you want to appreciate the effort they're putting in. Thanks for watching my video. I may have some other videos that could be helpful to you, like how to get and keep a PA announcing job or how to get started in sports commentating. If you have any comments or questions, go into the comments section right below this video, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.